I'm Debbie Peveril, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. I am doing a series of tips for new not-for-profits on how to set up their governance framework. This is number 5. So we have talked about finding your purpose so that you know where the organization is headed. We've talked about board members, making sure you have a good representation of the people you need on the board. We've talked about separating management from the board functions so we know who's doing what. Last week we talked about main policies such as conflict of interest and confidentiality, making sure that you've got policies around the important things that you're dealing with. Today it's financial literacy. Boards don't need to be accountants, but they do need to understand financial statements well enough that they can understand what they're looking at. I am an accountant and I go to plenty of board meetings presenting audited and reviewed financial statements to the board, and I continuously see people approving financial statements that they don't understand. That is not ideal. You have that skill matrix we talked about back in week 2, and you will have decided that you need some financial people on the board, but not everybody is going to be a financial person. The board needs to be comfortable asking the questions, and when they don't understand something, so the accountant can explain it to them. We need to have understanding of financial statements, budgets, the ability to figure out what controls you need so that you don't run any risks of getting ripped off when you're making payments. So the board should take a look at the financial literacy of their board, and there's lots of training out there if they need to improve that. But we should not be in a situation where the majority of the board members are approving statements they don't understand.